Do not drink that. No. When I'm trying to paint, it's not the kids that are my problem. Is it? Psst. It's my little helper. So this is always the bit where it looks really ugly because it's just the basic outline. What do you think, Charlie? Do you like it? Okay. Right, so then the closer mountain has to be darker, doesn't it, Charlie? Because those are the rules of perspective. Yep. This could end up as an absolute disaster. Painting with cats. Oh shit! Look what you made me do, Charles! I'm having to use precious ultra rare toilet roll to wipe up the mess that I've made because I was mucking around with you. Precious, precious, Charlie. And now we're doing the darker forest in front. So that's an even darker colour. And I'm a little bit jabby with this because obviously I'll add in the detail later, but this you really want to get kind of the... Oh shit, that's not right. Okay, don't do that bit. So we'll leave that bit to dry. Now I'm trying to just get some highlights down the mountain on this side with some lighter grey bits. You can see how it's kind of with a smaller brush, just picking out some of the detail. Oh, pretty. So now I leave that a bit and I'm going on to the front mountain where I'm using a kind of dark green to do some similar highlights here. You just follow the same direction and you don't overfill it too much. You need to just have little bits. You can always paint over it if you don't like it, so don't worry too much about it. This is the very technical bit. I call it blobbing, and it's to try and create trees, bushes, and you just tap it and you make sure you've got little gaps in between to try and create the space, and then you can make... Cat, what is happening? My assistant is has gone mad. For the tree in the front, I'm using bits of brown, irregular bits of brown, just to get the depth. And at this point I always think I can't even flip and paint, so you might not even see this at the end. Then you do tiny bits of highlighted yellow. Use the same brush and just really try and stipple it so that you get the... You see there where I've messed that up. It's not very leaf-like, it has to be uneven. And we're trying to keep it to this side, so you see how the light's coming in down that way. So it's lighter there, and lighter on the tree. Hopefully it will get better than this. See, I don't want to make this so boring that you see all the detail, but you just keep mixing the light with the dark just to keep getting that depth, so it starts to look a bit more like a tree or a bush. And I often go away and leave it to dry and then come back and have another go because the colours change as they get darker. Can't even speak. The colours change as they dry, so you can't always tell when it's wet. You have to sometimes leave it a bit and come back. that's what I've got so far. I've just started putting in the reflections and a bit of the water. Now I leave it a bit because otherwise I get too wild and ruin it. So I'll carry on a bit later.